Hey everyone, Sir Gravedigger here. Haven't uploaded in forever, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm not dead. So we're gonna be playing one of my old favorites, Silent Hill 3. I'm gonna be playing the PC version of this game because they finally, they released a remake of this game, and if you really want to know why I do not like the remake version of this game, please check out the real Silent Hill experience. They explain every little bit of detail that is wrong with the remakes, and they're completely detailed maniacs if you want to read about that. So far, they've done a really good job. So obviously, this PC version, I've gotten it a long time ago, and well, oh god, I don't remember where I downloaded it, but I remember like once they decided to remake the games and change the voice acting and all that, I basically made it an oath to preserve this game and keep it in a Google Doc somewhere. So I really hope I'm not the only one that owns a copy of this game. But I bet a lot of people already. I'm gonna put it on a lot. Let's go with that. Anyway, yeah, the game saves your stuff, but if something happens to the file, it just reverts everything. Convenient. So we're going to be playing on the game on the hardest difficulty, and we're going to play this on normal real difficulty. I've played it on hard real difficulty, and to be fairly honest, it is quite, hit my head on the wall a couple times trying to figure out what certain verbs mean.
Where am I?
Anyway, I'll do my best to not spoil much if this is your first time watching, and I completely understand if this is your first time. I'll basically put all of the symbolisms, and I'll explain it as vividly, or not vividly, but I'll explain it as best as I can without giving away too much. It's a rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Is there someone in it? Yeah, there's some. It looks like there is, but I don't feel like making sure. It's a giant robot, rabbit costume robot. Why would this be here? Alright. First of all, when we start the game, we start with a flashlight, radio, you know, your bare Silent Hill essentials if you played the previous games. And this is the submachine gun, lead pipe, and a knife. I never use a knife because knives are really bad in every survival horror game that I've come to play. We're just gonna stop at the gift shop here. Bunch of stuff. There are boxes and cookies and chocolates on display. I love this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like eating it here and now. I agree. I have to admit, one of the things I really love about Silent Hill 3 is the fact that Heather, the character we're playing, is that she gives a really good impression of what she's looking at. That's a very big improvement, you know, considering the recent Silent Hill games. Sorry, my tongue keeps getting caught. But yeah, she voices her opinions about things, and it's actually quite nice. It adds a lot of flavor text to what I'm looking at. Usually in the previous games, they don't do that. They just kind of state the obvious. There's a rabbit stuffed animal here. Okay, that wasn't much. There are some normal souvenir type toys here. Huh. Never thought I'd say normal in a place like this. Some normal, yeah. Same thing. Bunch of nice stuff to look at. It's a rabbit stuffed animal here. The mouth part is stained in red. almost like blood stains. Disgusting. Alright, also another thing I actually want to point out, which I will lower the volume in certain parts, and you a lot of this game is very loud. I actually have to say it's one of the loudest in the series. And it gets louder. Just gonna just keep running, don't even stop. Danger zone. Whoa. Okay, yeah. A new feature they added in this game is that in previous Silent Hill games, you don't. When you go to the edge of something, your character will go into a staggering motion. If you repeat this 3 times, she will fall off. So it allows you to get a little bit of edge when you're tightrope walking, like how you are here. What's going on? Shit, oh shit. She passed out. They gave her the nasty patty.
Nightmare.
Yeah, that was.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Carter. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
You know, this guy's an amateur detective. You didn't show him his badge. Dang, I'm like really nervous today, and I don't know why. Anyway, Obviously this scratch thing on the wall, it's a save point. Interacting it, if my character can, we're gonna save. You pick a slot, save. Hey, you know what? I feel a little yeah, there we go. We're gonna save on the last bit there. I feel very confident, daring, I might say. But yeah, she says like who put this thing there, and she has a hard time remembering what it is, and kind of creepy, a little odd flavor text there. I also like this. I don't like mirrors. It's almost like there's an unknown world right on the other side, and the person staring at me isn't really me, just an imitator. I know it sounds stupid, but that's how I feel. But if I keep thinking about it, it just makes me feel sick. Also, if we go to the bathroom here, someone knocks back, you know, as they should. But yeah, one of my huge pet peeves about this game is that it will sometimes, if you click on something and if you move, it will cancel the examine, you know, text, and you know, obviously they put a lot of work in the text, and I really want to read it, so just thought that was a big gripe of mine, because sometimes I replay the game trying to make sure like what I just saw. Also, you're gonna see me do, hold on, you're gonna see me do this a lot, because the controls, when you press A, you go like that. Press D, S is definitely go back, but obviously you don't turn left like this. This is mouse control, by the way. It's so awkward, but you get used to it. I don't know how, but I did. Very quiet. What's this? Oh, cool. I like the voices coming in from the other side of the places here. Makes me feel like I want to be part of the conversation, but I can't get to them. That sounded creepy.
Stay back! Get the hell away from me! What the hell is this thing?
It's definitely not human. I've never heard of such an animal, and no way it's a costume. It sounds crazy when you say it, but monster is the only word for it. But I don't think I'm crazy. You know, for the longest time, when I saw this scene for the first time, I really had a hard time seeing what was going on through my old TV. So I had to always higher up the brightness manually to make sure what was going on, how this thing was eating. Can tell from here that it's dead. Should I call the police? Not like they'd believe me if I said someone's been killed by a monster. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got proof. We bagged the thing. Anyway, we gotta get going. I know, this sounds odd. Alrighty. Free map here. We gotta be extra careful too, because we're playing on the hardest difficulty, and we're gonna get pretty messed up if we get caught out. Huh. And I've never seen a mall with multiple floors, to be honest. I've only seen malls with 2 floors, but that's as high as it goes. Yeah, let's go this way. excuse me. This is for me. Oops. Ooh, no. Oh wow, followed me here. Alrighty. One of the things that I picked up back there is a bag of beef jerky, and what that does is that you can place on the ground. It'll distract an enemy for a little bit. I don't know how long it is specifically, but it's good to have. I never personally use it that much because it's kind of I don't know. Just the fact that the animation where you're placing it just leaves you exposed a little bit. I mean, I only find the most useful thing in the game is when I turn on and off my flashlight. Like if I want to see, I turn on the flashlight. If I don't want to see, it's like a magic circle. I remember reading about it in a book on black magic. Does it seem so familiar because I read about it in a book? No, that's not it. It's not the book. It's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking?